my connection with this phone. I'm gonna send y'all the link. Hey Draconna, hey Denise. Just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna send everybody the link. It's just gonna keep going off. Just give me a minute, everybody. I'm sorry. I just sent everybody the link, just in case. I'm gonna mute this. Now, to everybody that knows why I'm, what's good, Hidashi, Katie, Raul, thank you for coming by. There's a special reason why I'm doing a live stream right now. There's some stuff that I really wanted to get off my chest, and I couldn't do it the days that we were doing all the stuff. You know, so I'm doing fine. Doing a lot better. I'm sorry if the light is like, you know, people can't see me. Give me a minute. Let me see if I could do something about that. There we go. That's a lot better. Excuse the little mess. This is like the post-con depression right now. But bear with me. As everybody knows, most of you already know, we were all at Animenyc, and most of you all know that it was my birthday this past week. And honestly, I was really, really, really grateful for everything that had happened this past week. Now, the reason why I'm making this video right now, this live feed, because instead of just talking to everybody individual, and there was some thoughts that was running through my mind, I wanted to talk to everybody as a group, so my words get out there, and I don't have to repeat everything that I say. Wow, it's kind of hard for me to say it right now. I just want to thank each and every one of you for making this week very special to me. You know, it just goes to show that many of you know that I was in a very bad car accident a year ago, and most of you know how much of a dark state I was in. How when people say that a surgery can change a person, it can. And it changed me for the worst. That I broke off friendships, I almost broke off relationships, broke up bonds that I've had. It was a very traumatic thing that I had to face. Going through 3 surgeries and all. But I actually found help. You know, I sought therapy. I got my life back together, you know. And while going through all that transition, I was always asking myself if I would ever find myself again, if I could ever be happy. Because I always question myself that I'm always making other people happy. When will I ever find happiness? Why is it that I have to always put myself out there? Why is it that I always have to do everything for everyone? But then I met all of you, and you changed that. I mean, there was not one bad thing I could say about any of you. You've accepted me for who I am. You've made my experiences much more enjoyable. I thought I could never be happy until I met the people that I met today and the other days and the past cons. I overlooked that. I overlooked all of you, and I am very, very sorry for overlooking you and questioning myself if I would ever be happy. And you all did that for me. 2018 was an up and down roller coaster for me. 2017 was the worst of them all. But because of you, I want to thank each and every one of you, not just for the con experiences, not just for, the birthday blessings that you have given me, but just being there for me. Being there that you can actually help me with things that I never thought that I could be helped with. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, what your race is, what your religion beliefs are. You just accepted me for me. And honestly, I can't thank yous enough. I know I could be a dick at times. I'm really trying to fight that to, calm that down. And I have. But then it just puts me in a place where I have to protect more and more of all of you, because yous are what make me happy. The friends that I achieved, the bonds that I have been given with each and every one of you, it's such a great experience that I can actually really, really, undoubtedly bond with. Like Hidashi, for one, you're a crazy guy, and honestly, we joke back and forth, and you're the only one that can actually take what I dish out, even though that you lose 99% of the times, but you're there still. And I love you for that, man. We were all ever since that I met you 2 years ago at the convention. You're a funny guy, and I have a lot of respect for you. And hell, even this past year, he just got into a relationship, and I'm proud for both of you. Cons brings a lot of people together. Kim, what can I say about you? You're just, you're my little Yuffie. You grew. You went from this person that didn't like opening up, didn't like sharing or talking a lot about yourself, but now look at you. You're blossoming. You're doing so much photos. You're getting your name out there, and you're conversating. And I can't believe I did that for you, but you're doing it all on your own too. I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Then we have two wonderful people that I can actually say, the Game Launch family, Jasper and Amanda. When I first met Amanda back in Anime NYC of 2017, that's when me and Hidashi, we was like running things when we were both playing as Noctis. And I could not ask for a better friend to stand side by side at GameSpot when we were both featured on GameSpot. That was an achievement for us, man. But when I first met Amanda, You know, I I was going into a place, and my therapist told me, try to invite new people into your life. Amanda was the first person that I've ever invited into my house, and her crew and her lovely husband Jasper. They came into my house and did that interview with me, and I still remember to this day. It took us 2 hours before we got into an interview and everything. And honestly, I didn't tell them this in person, but I want to because I want everybody to know these two are the most terrific people. I can I can actually say that they were the first who broke my spirit down. Just seeing how they blossomed, seeing how their channel is booming and everything, but they never lost sight of the people that were there for them. And honestly, Amanda, Jasper, you two are the greatest. And I want to thank you. Amanda, I should be thanking you the most because if it wasn't for you being at Anime NYC, I don't think I would ever be this far ahead in my life right now. And I appreciate you and Jasper a lot. Raul, the man with the camera, the man that what can I say? Holy crap. I had just recently met this gentleman, and he is like, without a doubt, a humble person. He helped out all of us with photography. He helped us, trying to help each and every one of us getting our names out there, even though that he still holds a soft spot for Kim. Well, of all his photographies, but it's all cool, man. But because of him, he's made a lot of stuff happen with each and every one of us. He focused not on just himself, but he focused on how he can help others. And because of that, it opened my eyes that I have to be more ambitious with others and also myself. I can't just only help just everybody else and not myself. Just by only knowing him like for a couple of weeks, he actually taught me that I can actually help others and also help myself at the same time. He is a very talented man. And for that, Raul, thank you for opening up my eyes to that. I really do appreciate it. And then the brothers, Jay. Oh man, Jay and Shook. What can I say about you guys, man? You just use your little one-liners and use being so humble to even when the drama was hitting. And I've known you for a while, as long as I've known Kim, as much as I know both of you, you were so humble and looked at the whole book instead of just one side of the story. And to meet two great brothers like that has a bond of a relationship that I've never seen. I don't even have that close of a bond with my own family until I met them. They have a strong brotherly bond, and honestly, you can't get any stronger than what they share. They go out for limb for one another, and what they taught me is that I have to be stronger with my own family too. I gotta be more ambitious with them, just by looking at them, just by the way they treat one another, how they're there for one another, how they share, how they how they always give each other a helping hand. You know, that actually lifted up my spirits a lot to see two brothers that love that much for one another, to go out the way for limb for each other. I want to thank both of you for teaching me that. See, I've been around a lot, and I've been through a whole lot in my life. Some I wish I could forget, but I'm still being taught lessons that I never knew. And to both of you, I respect the hell out of both of you right now. And I hope that love and that bond that you have for each other, your brotherly bond, never goes away. You know, I respect the hell out of both of you. Thank you for teaching me that lesson. Kitty, what could I say? There are so many damn times that you drive me up the wall. Like, oh my god. The fights, the arguments that we always have. But the one thing about you that I can actually say, your mind may be like all discombobulated and all messed up all over the place, but you always still have a good heart. You do. You could like either torture a relationship or torture things that you say, but nevertheless, your heart still remains the same, and that's pure about you. You just need to let go of what you have been doing and just do what you need to do to fix yourself. And the best thing that you've done for me, even though that you put up with me being such a dick, she's put up a lot with me being such a dick. And aside from the arguments and everything, she was the one person that was always by my side when I was going through surgery, when I was going through therapy and everything. She was the one person that I could count on to be there. Baby, thank you for that. Thank you for being there when I needed you the most. When I didn't have nobody to turn to, you were right there. Even if we just got out of an argument, you would still be there. Thank you for that. You can be an amazing person when you want to. You just keep being on that level. Don't stop with the whole roller coaster thing. Just be on that level. Okay? T Doza, man. I met this guy a couple of times at a couple of cons. Never got the real insight on who this guy was. This guy, he was just... There's nothing bad about this guy that I can actually say. This guy has a tremendous heart. To go out his way to helping others. To go out his way to making things happen within an instant. You know, he's an ambitious person. Me and him, we're like alike. We do more for ourselves. You know, when I look at him, honestly, I see me. And I bet that's the way he does too. When he looks at me, I see him. I can relate to this gentleman. You know, he's came through a lot in his whole life. Throughout his years. And to put himself in a place where he can actually help others more than himself because he knows that he's in a good place, it takes tremendous amount of strength and heart to do that for people that you just really met, or people that you hardly really know. Excuse me. You know, T Doza is a man that can actually not make things happen, but makes you smile as well. And even though that you don't want to accept that because you feel like you're taking advantage, he makes you think that it's okay. You're not taking advantage of him. but he does respect the fact that if you want to do stuff on your own, he will bow out. And the one thing about that man, he's just like, he has the biggest heart of them all. And every time I look at Tito's, I see me. So, T, by looking at you, man, I feel like I'm looking in the mirror. I just want to thank you for being the man who you truly are, because honestly, you're better than me. And the reason why I say that is because there's stuff that I need to work on in my life that you have already done. And when I see you doing all this, I want the same. Because it makes me feel good, because I've been wanting what you have. And honestly, I'm going to go for it. So thank you for giving me that drive that I need in order to go make things happen now. You see, everybody says that in conventions you can make a lot of friends, you can meet a lot of people, but that's not the case. The case is that I don't have friends here. I didn't make one friend at Comic-Con. I will not make a friend at Comic-Con or any convention. But instead, I made family. I made a bond with all these people that it's given me not just a great convention experience, but also a good birthday, and actually opening my eyes to things that I've lost sight of. And on that note is just, you really wouldn't know the people that you meet unless you really open your eyes and talk to them. Because, to be honest, y'all are amazing. And I'm glad to have a family like all of you. Because I don't consider you friends, I consider you family. I didn't make one friend at Comic-Con or at Anime NYC. I made family. Just like you have always been giving me a lot of advices, a lot of a lot of hope, a lot of smiles, memories. I can't thank you all enough. I never want you to change, and please try not to change me. Just always know that I may be a dick, but just always know I'll always have each and every one of your backs. Through protection, through fighting if you need me there, if you need somebody to talk to, if you need somebody to help you through things, don't hesitate to not call me, because I'll be right there, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because one thing that a lot of you most know, that I always keep my promise, and I promise you, I'm never going to let that happen. I'm never going to let nobody hurt any of you. Not even myself. I just want to say that there's a name going around, with the squares and whatnot. Honestly, I don't like the idea. I rather call this the family, because I think that's what we all are. And the more people that we bring in, the more people that we actually talk to, we can actually have our own family that we can actually turn to one another if any of us is in dire need. Because true friends are loyal, but a family is forever. And I want to thank all of you for being a part of my life. Thank you for the greatest con experience I can ever have. And I hope that your experiences was as great as mine. And on top of that, thank you for the best birthday wishes. You know, even if you haven't gotten me anything or anything, you were there. You know, you gave me gifts. You kept your promises. But the best thing is that y'all were there. There was a lot of people that I knew a lot longer that forgot my birthday, and it took a handful of people like yourselves that actually remembered my birthday, and I'm actually very grateful for that. I don't want to lose another family. I don't want to lose the bond and the relationship that I have with each and every one of you. And I want to continue this road and maybe build this family a bit more or bigger. But as much as a dick that I've been, and if you've gotten offended with anything or saw anything that I've done, I humbly apologize for that. I really, really do. If I did something wrong or say something wrong, just call me out on it and we could work it out. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for respecting one another, because finally I had a convention with no drama. And just for the record, for people that actually saw what I was going through on Saturday, the only reason why I was so upset and so angry Saturday and so pissed off was that I haven't eaten anything that entire day and I was starving. I just wanted to get pictures and get out to get some food because I was very, very cranky. I was having bad headaches. I was having bad delusions and stuff, and it was just like, dude, it was not a fun place to be. Hunger does. Yeah, I actually agree, Stephanie. Hangry, I would call it. I was really hangry. But, you know, I apologize for my rudeness in any form or fashion that I have thrown at y'all. I was really starving at that time. So I do apologize for on Saturday. Then we got food, and then hey, I was all right again. I was fine. I was top notch. But I want to give special shout outs to Haidashi, Alex, Kim, Jay, Shook, Kitty, Raul, Kim, the Game Launch family, Jasper, Amanda, and all of you. You are all amazing person and people, and I'm glad that I'm in this type of family, because this is the type of family that I need in my life. Because I've had friends that I either hurt and then tried to make recommendations with reconciliations with. And even though they wanted to give a chance, it's just like they still brush people off their shoulders, and I can't be in that type of friendship with them. But I want a family. That's what I need. And I believe that's what we all need. And realizing a lot of people telling me, hey Mike, you know, you're like a glue that holds us together. You're attracting people here. You're a lucky rabbit's foot and whatnot. I do the things that I do with people because honestly, I love all of you. Each of you have different aspects in your life that you could bring to the table to help others. Just the way I brought everybody together, it's like you changed me in a way that I was so afraid of change. Katie would tell all of you, I hate change. Change is my major, major weakness, aside of being alone. But when I came to realize all change is not bad. All change is you shouldn't fear it. Some things might need to be changed to better yourself, and I was looking at it the opposite way. So with that being said, it's just like we all have to be on point of helping one another out, just as you's helped me. And even though that you's, some of yous had might seen it, some of yous had might not seen it, but you's helped me in a way that I could never forget. And thank all of you. You know, especially Shiori Raiden. I just met this young lady, and you know her talent is just like off the charts with her cosplay. But she's actually a person that is proud of things that she does and proud of other people on the artwork that they had created. This I only known this girl for a little amount of time, and she has like no hate in her bones for anybody. She accepts everybody like that. Just don't, just don't do it wrong. You know, she's an artist in her own way. You know. But what I'm trying to say to all of you is that I want to thank all of you for being there for me, as I was there for you. I love each and every one of you, and I want this family to grow. You know, I want all of you to grow with one another as well. You know, uh, even one of my friends, Mo, that's all the way out in Nevada right now. That some of y'all were talking about him, asking about him and shit. You know, he's been around a while. I haven't seen him much. Only saw him twice, but I've known him for years, and he's an amazing guy. Very quirky, very, very energetic, but still all around, he's one guy that can actually say that actually makes me laugh my ass off. With the stuff that he does and the rants that he do. But to everybody right now, it's a bitter pill for me to swallow, but I'm swallowing this shit anyway. I have too much pride for myself, but I have to let that go. I want to say thank you all for entering in my life, for the memories, for the love that we all share. And I want this family to grow. So I know that everybody has a lot of things to do on their plate. So I'm gonna let this message go. Bree, Kitty, Alex, Jay, Shook, Kim, Raul, Amanda, Jasper, Denise, just all of you. Thank you. And I love you all. From the bottom of my heart, I do. And I'll do whatever I gotta do to protect that love and to protect you. So, take care, be safe, live free, game hard, or it's game over.